This is where the fun begins.
Hello, everyone. This is a announcement and maybe a small chat, but I just received this from Twitter, not from the people themselves, even though I have communicated somewhat with those involved with Legends Con 2. So I'm going to go ahead and show this with you. Let me go ahead and make this a bigger screen here. So this just in about 3 minutes ago, maybe a little bit more now since I seen it, and I reshared it or shared it on Twitter. So Legends Con, our Legends Consortium LLC, Legends Con, states, we at Legends Consortium LLC are sorry to inform you that Legends Con 2 has been canceled. We tried our best, but unfortunately, not enough tickets were sold to make this event happen. Thank you all for your support over the years and take care. Legends Consortium. So this is breaking news, and it was anticipated by many who bought tickets and stuff. And if you listen to Tim with Matt and also myself with Tim and others discussing this, yes, the ticket sales were small for the type of venue, the size of venue that it was, that they were bringing Legend Cons to. So with that being said, because of the size of the building versus the ticket sale versus the people attending, it's not a feasible price. Now, I don't have our feasible outcome. Now, I don't have any more specifics other than this and what we've talked about in the past. I did decide to promote this event, and I wish that this was given to me sooner, in a timely manner to promote tickets than when it was given to me, now. So I was promoting tickets by, if you buy a ticket and send me the copy of your receipt, you could win a painting. And so that didn't help. I think because of the time frame of reaching out for further help from many people, creators and stuff like that, was done a little too late in a sense, that it didn't help with the event and getting it going in the size of the event it is per ticket sales, I guess you could say. But we were anticipating Troy Denning, Chris, Avalon, Michael Stackpole, Kevin J. Adderson, and plus many other like Barbara Hamley and Shannon McRandall, and of course Karina Becking, and so we have the whole list in front of us. So we are anticipating this. We are anticipating with meeting with many other EU elitists, I guess you could say. And sorry to say that these interviews that we're planning, the network that we were planning, all of this is now not going to happen because they never met the ticket sales versus the size of the venue. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I was looking forward to this. I was looking forward to, hanging out with Matt and Tim and many others that were going to go there, and meeting some of the other people too that I've talked to and interviewed in the past for Talking EU, and creating a larger network, because I think this is very important to George Lucas era of Star Wars, the expanded universe, is having something like this and creating that network between fans, and creating that talk between these fans who love these authors, who contributed to something very, very amazing within the George Lucas era of Star Wars. So, and I have a lot of questions that I want to ask that maybe I can bring to you guys by Cap Chat. But thinking about the size of the venue, was there a way that they could have changed the location, um, to make it the venue more costly? per ticket sales, and so I have all these questions in my head about that. Changing the venue, place, location. Um, what was the expenditures, for bringing in some of these authors, and could that have been cut back, or could there have been another type of fundraiser for this? So there's so many different questions I have. I was part of I contributed to part of the campaign on the Continuing Legends campaign billboard that has been put up twice by the Lucasfilm headquarters. So I have contributed to that. So if we could raise money to put up billboards twice by Lucasfilm's headquarters, just imagine the efforts that could have been done to make sure that this continued. And it's during the weekend, so those who have jobs and stuff and predominantly have their weekend off could have had time to go. It's in the middle of America, I guess you could say. So it's the location was rather easier to get to, whether it being on the East Coast or the West Coast. So it's this kind of sad. It's kind of sad, and it's I was looking forward to this, honestly, and collaborating and having some books signed and picking the brains of these authors, and meeting people I've interviewed in person, like from Matt Wilkins to even Tim to even like oh man, Alex and stuff like that. So there is all of that, so it's this is kind of sad, um disappointing, and I will get more information for you guys by the time we meet for CAF Chat. So let me say hello to everybody. This was just a quick announcement. I'm not planning on staying long. So Jim the Despot, all quiet on the Western Front. Hello. Bummer. I know. Look at you guys. You're like, damn. And hello, what am I missing? Just an announcement that Legends Con is canceled. So one wizard. I would flip you off, but that was kind of funny, but sad at the same time. I would have went if I didn't already ask too much time off of work as is. Yeah, and we've talked about like the advertisement and the campaigns for this to get fans hyped and plan on going wasn't really there. So the organization, yeah, they were organized, but there's a lot of things that could have been done better. And realizing towards the end before canceling, is an eye opener, I guess you could say. How can we plan something like this, but better, bigger and better, or better? Not, it doesn't have to necessarily be bigger, but how can we plan this smarter? And reach out to these fans. Do we really need Disney Star Wars content in here to have fans come? No, we don't. Now, the other Legends conference will probably have that. More power to them. More power to them. But this was strictly for George Lucas era of Star Wars fans to come and collaborate, meet the authors, and just nerd out on what George and his company created before the buyout. Let's see here. Jim says, same here. My day job is time consuming. Yeah. And I understand that because I run basically a couple of businesses on my own in my home, and I contract myself out. And that in itself is time consuming because I have to make, but it's also a bit flexible too. But and certain times of the years are really, really busy for me. And so I understand the job aspect, and making that time off, and making sure that you're financially okay to take that time off. I understand all of that. At least y'all made the attempt, unlike others. Yes. I don't care how much influence Theory has. I wouldn't want his shield fence writing there. I wonder if other forces were at work to cancel the con. Maybe the mouse gave them a call. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and reach out here pretty soon and find out more. And we could talk about this on CapChat and then maybe again on spacing, or maybe there'll be another special live, collaboration like with me and Tim and Matt and stuff like that to further talk about this. So um hello, humans and other critters. Hello, Snortapop. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Not surprised. Why are you not surprised? Let's see here. The conspiracy side of my brain is working. I bet it is. I bet it is. So you guys, I decided to come on here and just because I offered to contribute to the ticket sales by doing a small campaign of if you ordered your ticket and send me the copy of your receipt, that you could win a painting from me, just to encourage ticket sales. Now, if I would have known this, or if I would have been asked further along the road when they first started this, the announcements and stuff like that, I could have had a bigger campaign. We could have done it like for a few months and got it out there. And then also within that campaign, fundraisers to where you would buy business advertisement for it on the social media networks. When you buy business campaign ads for your business on social media networks, it gets your event in front of the eyes of others. So there's so many different ways this could have been announced and handled and stuff. And I get it. Like, so the grassroots grassroots means common man, or not officially corporate, I guess you could say. So if you got the grassroots approach, sometimes that doesn't get far because you don't have those big corporate companies to advertise for you. So you have to look at different clever ways of advertisement and getting this out to people. You're barely awake most of the time. A lot of slumbering. Yes. Sub to Matt Wilkins. I know, and then being out of country. So like if this was something that, could have been smartly campaigned, I guess you could say. And I'm not saying that they're dumb. That's not what I'm saying. But like if this could have been, if this was been approached in so many different ways on campaigning through this, that those who live out of country, maybe could have made it. Who knows? It all depends on the person's income as well. So I'm not saying that these people that the Legends Consortium officials are dumb or anything like that. That's not exactly what I'm saying at all. There's just so many ways that could have been handled in such a productive way. Why not still do the giveaway, OG? Do it for Gatekeepers Alliance. Ask the EU question or pick a number between 1 and 3. Get a winner. Maybe. Good thing there, right there. It wasn't promoted well enough. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing, and like I said, I wish like creators like us were, they reached out to sooner than later. That could have made a huge difference as well. Because we were in our own ways, we were talking about it and promoting it anyways. But if the collaboration was asked for sooner than later, then I bet you the reach would have been a lot bigger, and noticed more. And having that controversy between this and like the Legends Con splitting and stuff like that probably didn't help. So and then the one that's being held here in California, down in Burbank area, I believe, is tied to Disney lore, Disney Star Wars. So you're gonna have a bigger following because of that, especially in the area where it's being held at. So I'm going to keep an eye on that to see what happens with that quote unquote Legends Con. And I'm not here to say they are bad. I'm just here to say that I'm sad that it's canceled, that we all could have, this could have been marketed a lot better, but it was by chance too. There's a lot of that. I have so many questions, and so I'm going to ask them, and I'm pretty sure those behind the scenes are heartbroken about this. I'm heartbroken about it. And I would love to sit down with them and say, what can we do? How can we make this better? How can we reach out further to our fan base, right? How can we market this better? How can we what can we do to make sure that we sell enough tickets to meet the venue that it's held in, right? If by chance, what is our plan B? If we don't get enough tickets, but we still want to keep this and we still can keep the authors and they're going to be still still committed, what is another facility that we can host this in, right? And is there a way that we can get a hotel with a group rate so it makes it easier and more financially sound for creators and fans and stuff like that to come to? So there's so much, and you know what? This all goes into my into me planning my being on the planning committee for my husband's annual tribal powwow, because we have to think about that. We have to think about the reach throughout Indian country and into Canada, and and then the hotel, like what hotels are we going to ask to use as group rates so that these dancers and spectators that are traveling to come to our powwow have a reasonable hotel rate. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that that needs to be considered, in the grand scheme of things for all of this, including bringing in all the guest speakers and stuff like that. Now, powwows don't do that. We do have we do plan. So you would think, okay, so rewind, Alora. The authors and everybody that they brought in to help market and help bring in people for the experience, it's like their head staff. Head staff are people that are brought in and they're paid to help run the powwow. But a head staff person also has what is called a giveaway special and stuff like that. So there's different aspects to it. We're not expecting like the authors and them to give shit away and stuff like that. But my thing is what I'm trying to say is that we bring in people to attract people to come. We call that head staff. And then so these are like our guest speakers, guest appearance type people here. So same kind of concept. So you bring in people by how much they're going to attract people to come, their popularity. So how can you market that? And so my other question is, okay, so with like Troy Denning and, Chris and Michael and Kevin, how can we market them and attract people to come in? Is there a special giveaway that we could do? Like maybe the first 100 ticket buyers would win books signed by Troy Denning and Kevin J. Anderson. So stuff like that. So there's all these little things that could have been done to really get the fan excited to come and purchase that ticket right away. I want to be within the 100th person who buys a ticket. And so people jump on that shit, right? So there's a lot of those little things that will captivate someone to want to go. It's like an incentive kind of thing. And like I said when I was talking with Tim, when we're talking about this, the marketing aspect and stuff like this, I was like, with 100 tickets, a winner can win a free lunch with Troy Denning or whatever, or with the top 4 listed on here, or something like that, or like 20 minutes with them. I don't know, some kind of meet and greet that maybe like 5 winners from the top 100 ticket sales can possibly win. So you have 5 or 4. So it's a small group, so it doesn't take too much of these people's time and energy. But just incentives like that, just to boost sales and boost interest. So that's just some things that I'm thinking about, like that could have been used and approached as an incentive as well. It says, I was in MegaCon before, or the same weekend as Legends Con was on. You know what? I didn't really look at dates. MegaCon convention. So let me see here. MegaCon Orlando. And that could be another factor. If it is the same or near the same time. Let's see here. Where's the dates for it? No, it says MegaCon is beginning in 3 days. This is the Orlando one, February 6th through 9th. But if there is an event that is happening, a con that is happening around that time, that could be a factor too. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like Des Moines has its GalaxyCon in September. Yeah. Hi there, Star Wars Grand. How are you doing? Maybe an EU con is in EU in the EU. I get what you're saying. I already read that one. All right. So yeah, so I wanted to come on here. I have a bunch of questions. I'm going to get a hold of Matt and stuff like that and see what he was told. I'm pretty sure he is very much privy to what's going on. I'm going to reach out to the others that I'm in communication with and see what's going on here, and seeing how, if we could have pushed the time frame back and not cancel. That's another thing. Yeah, so there's like I said, there's so many different questions, and how this could have been handled. Maybe I'll have some of my like doubts and questions answered, and I can get back with you guys on this as well. So again, looking forward to this. Was excited to share some crazy, some amazing content with you for the channel after, and now it looks like it's not gonna happen, and it's quite a bummer. And I feel so, my heart goes out to the guys who were, everybody that was, putting their effort and their time, the authors too, that were gonna, schedule their time to come out and meet with the fans. Thank you guys so much for this time and effort in arranging and trying to get this going and off the ground again. And to the authors as well for, and all that involved to come and meet with the fans. Thank you guys for your time and considering this fan event. Fan events, again, like I said, they're not corporate. So, there's chances that it can fail. Let's see here. You should try to get the guest for an interview for Talking EU. I would love to interview any one of these authors and stuff like that. That would have been good. That would be good, not would have been. Act like it's never going to happen. So yeah, so stay tuned for further details on this. And I just thought I'd get on here and talk to you guys about this, and get, talk about questions I want to have answered, and see exactly what happened, because we can speculate, we can guess, I guess, speculate and guess, whatever. But we could theorize and stuff like that. But, reaching out and getting answers and stuff is a very productive thing to do. And that's what I plan on doing. So stay tuned for CAF chat, you guys, and we'll go further on this. Maybe before then, we'll go live again, maybe on Tim's channel or my channel or whatever, and talk more about this once we get answers. If I don't have answers by calf chat, I'm not gonna, talk about it further until I do. So yeah. And you guys go ahead and sub to Scran, Star Wars Scran. He is going to go live here by, I think, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, my time. So go check out that live. There's a lot of things that he's going to discuss that I think that you guys might be interested in. So go check it out. Yes, George Lucas, they canceled the con. And I'm going to reach out and with questions and stuff like that. Yeah, so stay tuned for further information, just to get the questions answered and follow up from this and this announcement. Yep. So, oh man, bummed, severely bummed. But again, thank you guys, Legends Consortium LLC, for putting the time and effort into the event and coordinating it. And thank you to the authors and the models and stuff like that. We're coming in to spend time with the fans and all of that. Again, thank you guys for tuning in on this announcement. And, I thought I'd go live since I did announce that if anybody bought tickets, they could possibly win one of my paintings, just to, sponsor and get ticket sales hyped up. And, I wish I would have known, like, if they would have reached out and wanted to collaborate with me sooner than later, then I think that would have helped out a lot. But, we can't go now with what ifs if they would have done it this way or that way anymore. All we need to do is just maybe see if we can collaborate and get this going again in a venue that's not, as big. A smaller venue was fine. And, and get it going. Yeah. I've had a loss of words now. I am. Yeah. The always emotion, the future is OG. Yes. So thank you guys again. You guys are amazing for popping on. I had like 47 of you guys. You guys are amazing for coming in and listening, and and I thought that maybe this announcement should go out to the bigger EU community that's tied to my channel as well. And, we'll get, I'll get more information for you guys, and hopefully we can have this happen. We can revamp this so it's not canceled, but rescheduled. And that's my other question, is why wasn't it rescheduled, and why couldn't it have been taken to a different venue? So there we go. So you guys have a good day, and may the force be with you. See you on CAF Chat Thursday morning, 9 a.m. And thank you for watching. You guys are amazing community, and I appreciate every single one of you, and have a good day.